Hi everybody, and welcome to the junk room where we create whatever. Today's little project, we're making coffee sleeve pockets. Say that fast. Coffee sleeve pockets. You've seen them. You probably have them. Check your cars. Check your recycling bin. You have them from your favorite coffee shop. They put these on the cups to protect us from getting burnt fingers. I have people collecting these for me now, and I have so many because I've been hoarding them that it's time to get them used up. What's your favorite hot drink? It depends on where I'm going for my hot drink. Tell me in the comments though, what's your favorite coffee shop and what's your favorite hot beverage? We're going from this to this. A beautiful pocket to hold some ephemera pieces. Here are some coffee sleeves already done up. They make beautiful pockets. And so easy to do. And you fill them up with whatever you have laying on your desk. And this just gets glued right into your junk journal. Let's see what one looks like in a junk journal. Let's just find a little page here where we can just highlight what it would look like. We can glue it right there in an instant pocket. Two, if you glue the sides and the bottom, you could have 2 pockets. Fill it up and look. It is beautiful on a page. These sleeves will create a lot of bulk if you leave them with the corrugated cardboard inside. So to get them flat, you need to take them apart, which I did, and then you glue them back together. So this one is without the corrugated cardboard, and you can already see the difference in thickness. And you just peel this back. Until you get it all off. Left with a very thin piece. It lays flat and you glue it along there. And then you have the pocket started. So there's one ready to go. Step number 1. Step number 2 is to get a base down. And what I mean by a base is something over top. So this is a napkin, and it's actually the white part of the napkin. I took the script, it was yellow, I took the script off, and then there was some of the script left on the white one. It's very, very subtle, and it's perfect a base for on here. And all it is glue mixed with water to make some Mod Podge. And you can use any napkin that you have on hand, or tissue paper, or anything that you want to cover this up. So I'm going to use this napkin. I've taken both of the white backing off, so it's nice and thin. And I've done this 2 different ways. I've done it where I just use a glue stick and put the glue stick down just a little bit. So that it's flatter before the Mod Podge. And I've done it where you put the Mod Podge on first and then Mod Podge the top. Either way works. You can't tell the difference. But because the napkin is so thin, you don't want to rip it. So you have to be very gentle and go all the way to the edge. And then we're going to let that dry. Put this to the side. Let that dry. And then once it's dry, you can cut. And I've done that. But then I'm like, oh, what if I get too close? That wouldn't be good. So then this is just a emery board. So now it looks like this. It's not a pocket yet because both top and bottom are open, but there we have it. Then we're going to use the principles of creating a little cluster. That's what I've done with these. I've just created a little cluster with different elements. Now, I like to use a word, a number, a ticket, a butterfly for a focal point, and then I'm using up some of my tea tags as embellishments as well. You can use whatever you want. Now these pieces seem to just go really well together. I also, because it was so faint, I stamped on it, and that's something else you can do. You can just get your stamps and stamp over top. This will be very subtle and in the background, but that's okay. It just gives another dimension. So I have some book page here. I have my Timmy's tea tag with a butterfly. I'm going to use the word soar. You can ink it. Don't ink it. It's very tiny. Maybe right there. A number. There we go. So there's a cluster. Here's a little cluster. And once you have the things that you want as part of your cluster, you glue it down any way you want. Now this one seemed easier to do because it didn't have a face in the middle of it. Whereas this one, that can distract you a little bit. You can cover it up totally if you want. I'm going to use some black thread. Roll it up there. Maybe put that on next. And these are just cute little additions to any journal. You can do up a whole bunch. Try not to lose this tiny word. And there. That's all it needs. You can put it in the middle. You can make it longer. You can use real flowers. So this is one I'm working on over here. So I've got a yellow tea tag. That's what I based all my colors on, were the tea tags. So this is not. This is a paper flower. But these are from my dried flowers that I don't use a lot because I'm not really good at it. I love drying flowers though. I got a lot of these from my mother-in-law. But I love the idea of using them. I'm just always hesitant, not brave enough sometimes, but I thought, you know what, let's be brave. Let's use them. So I liked that there. I'm going to switch glues to my matte gel medium for the flowers. Anybody else forget to wash out their brushes and then they go hard? Okay, let's put this one right, maybe right there. And then very gently I'll put the whoops, the petal came off. Oh dear. Let's put it back. There we go. No one will ever know. I think my brush is a little too hard because I didn't wash it out. Okay, so there's that one. And then I think I want this one down here. So you can decorate this any way you want with any materials you have. There we go. Holding my breath. There. Okay, so that will dry. So I'm going to put that aside to let that dry, but this is my tea tag, Find Your Passion, and I'm not sure about a butterfly for that one. You can't go wrong with butterflies. I have some orange items over here because there's the orange one. I think this one is just, it's plain. And I tend to do the clusters on the left side. So let's work on the right side. Earth tea. And then I thought about this butterfly with this beautiful 7, or this butterfly. Cut this down just a little bit more. I think I'm just gonna, that blue is going to bother me. So let's kind of just make this a little banner of sorts. There we go. Or even better, let's cut on the lines. It's the color of this number I want. There. 7 or this one? This one is smaller. But too much white, so let's get rid of the white. These are not my fussy cut scissors. That's really bad. Not sure what happened there. Some black thread in the back. Right here. And then follow your dreams. Maybe like that. So get it glued down. Sometimes we can think too long about things. Just get it down. Especially if you have elements that you really, really like. Just get them down. Oh, here's a little ticket. Maybe add that somewhere. Poking out there. Sure, why not? Follow your dream. I didn't ink around this one. And then our butterfly. Can go right there. And then we sew. That's the last step in making them. You can sew them. You can hand stitch them with some embroidery thread and just go around the bottom. It's a good idea to punch your holes before you stitch. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then take your thread and needle. Just gonna hold on tail there. And this adds another texture and decorative piece. Started small and got a little bigger towards the end, but that's all right. And then just do a knot. Try that again. There we go. Then you can snip that. This side didn't have a knot, so I can just use a piece of masking tape on the back. There we go. Oh, I did that already. So make some coffee sleeve pockets. They make a great addition to any type of journal and can hold a lot of stuff. These are so fun to make. Don't forget to tell me, what is your favorite coffee shop and what's your favorite hot drink? Bye, everybody.